Salute, 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 Knicks Nation. Salute, Knicks Nation. The Knicks beat the Detroit Pistons, win 4 games in a row, matching David Fizdale's win total. Obliterates it. 4 games in a row, Knicks beat the Pistons. I repeat, the Knicks beat the Pistons. 95-92, made short work of these guys, man. Well, not short work, it was a battle, but still a great game, We are now undefeated since Steve Mills has been fired. Take that to the bank. I don't have the theme song because CP has a theme song. My guy CP is out. Your boy Jay Ellis is holding it down. We celebrating the Knicks win today, baby. I know how to feel. It seems like a playoff push might be happening by accident. Knicks trade Marcus Morris, but it doesn't matter. We have more Harkless, though. But who would have thought it? Wayne Ellington leading the Knicks and has the game ball today, man. Leading the Knicks with 17 points. Let me tell you about this game, though. The game started, as we know, with no Andre Drummond because Andre Drummond was traded to the Cavs. So you're thinking, oh, yeah, it's going to be an easy day today. But no, it was not. Reggie Jackson was point guarding the hell out that team, man. He pick and rolled us to death. The first unit couldn't really handle the pick and roll and pick and pop combo of Reggie with Thon Maker and Christian Wood and had us kind of battling the whole night. We're battling between 5 to 7 to 6 points the entire night. Fast forward to the second unit. Mike Miller, for the second time in a row, or third time in a row, is going with this kind of hodgepodge second unit, man. He's kind of mixing and matching some teams together. We had DSJ being the first guard off the bench. Then we have the Wayne Ellington sighting Wayne Ellington playing shooting guard. Then we also had Frank Ntilikina playing small forward with Kevin Knox playing power forward and our guy Bobby Portis, CP's favorite man, bringing up the rear at the center. And I'm not going to lie, the type of shots those guys got were actually pretty good, even though they wasn't hitting all those shots. They seemed to move the ball well. They worked off each other well, got things off in the flow in the offense. And they really kind of hung tight with that second unit. And lo and behold, even started to hang with the first unit in that second half of the game. It started off a little shaky, though. It did start off a little shaky because that second unit was down 11, but they was able to hold off. And the Knicks was able to battle back and cut the lead to 2. Matter of fact, Knicks end up shooting 63% in the second quarter, scored 31 points to 22, and the Knicks actually did their thing and fought back. Definitely fought back. So it was a hell of a game from the whole game. Shout out to the Knicks crew. Now, let's get to the interesting part in the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter, it seems like Mike Miller, he was riding DSJ a little bit. Pause. He seemed like he liked what DSJ was doing. DSJ was getting to the hole whenever he wanted to. It's nice to see DSJ kind of get involved. You know what I mean? It's nice to see him get involved and get into the hole. Couldn't really score. It's all right, though. I'm hoping that part of his game actually grows with the Knicks. And maybe he be a trade asset, or maybe we use him coming to next season. Who knows? But he rode that second unit pause for a little bit too long, I think, because he liked what he saw, and that's when y'all guy Wayne Ellington came in, and he just became an animal. He just be out. Where was this Wayne Ellington before? I don't know. I don't know. But he's here now, despite the buyout rumors. Wayne Ellington and low-key Bobby Portis, too. He anchored a little bit of that scoring load as well. So actually, shout out to Bobby Portis for anchoring that little scoring load. Even though I do feel like he didn't really defend all the way well all the time, but he did hold down the scoring. But then it became the Wayne Ellington show. Wayne Ellington is hitting threes. Wayne Ellington is playing pass lanes, getting steals, picks the pocket of Reggie Jackson. Shout out to the Sirens in Brooklyn. BK, we here, man. Picks the pocket of Reggie Jackson, gives an extra possession, hits another three. And the game is in the balance. At that point, it was back and forth between the Pistons and the Knicks. That's right. That's right. And then we also what happened, game on the line, a couple of Julius Randle's blunders, a couple of nice rebounds from the Knicks, a nice lob pass from Julius Randle to Mitchell Robinson. Just the pressure of Wayne Ellington hitting those threes opened up a wide open Mitchell Robinson for a lob. Kudos to Julius Randle for finding him on that pass for easy two. And also the pivotal play with Julius Randle knocks over Thon Maker out cold to get the bucket to seal the game. Knicks win. Knicks win 4 in a row. What do you guys think, man? Are we? Is this a playoff push? What are we doing? What are we doing? We playing these vets a lot of minutes. I mean, Marcus Morris is traded, so Knox actually played a little bit more minutes. He actually played 18, but we played a lot of these vets a lot of minutes. But you know what? You got to give these guys credit. You got to give these guys credit, and you got to give Mike Miller credit. These guys are playing the game. These guys are definitely playing the game. Looking at these stats right now, you see Julius Randle, 17.7 rebounds, 3 assists. Didn't have a great shooting game, 41% for the field, but made the correct buckets when it count. Made a huge three and a nice dime to Mitch. Elfrid Payton has been the man with 10 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. I really like the way Elfrid Payton has been getting to the hole lately. I've been really finishing around the rim. Something we really didn't see from Elfrid Payton early going. I like what I saw from Elfrid Payton. Shout out to Elfrid Payton, baby. Great pickup so far. Almost a triple-double again, low-key, with 10 points and 9 rebounds and 6 assists. He's flirting, man. He's definitely flirting. RJ had a rough night with 3 points and a crazy air ball. We're not even getting to that. Mitch didn't have a great statistical game, really, but he impacted the game when it mattered. What's going on, Craig Williams? I see you. He impacted the game when it mattered with some great defense at the end. Of course, made himself available for that lob from Julius Randle, which is a huge play. Also, Bobby Portis, another buyout candidate, scores 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. 50% from the field. Pretty good. And Kevin Knox as well. I like what I saw from Kevin Knox, even though he didn't really shoot well. I'm giving Knox the pass today. I saw some nice defensive plays. I seen a block. I seen him play somebody one-on-one defensively. Didn't let him get by him and contested the jump shot. I saw some nice intangibles from Knox. Definitely some nice intangibles. And of course, DSJ did all right. He did all right. 4 points, 4 assists. I'm hoping the shot starts to fall. He starts to get comfortable when he gets to the room because he's getting to the rim with ease, but I feel like he doesn't know what to do when he gets there all the time. But it is what it is. The game ball is really going to Wayne Ellington, who gives you that 17 points with the 5 and the 3. And also to Julius Randle, who also gives you the 17. Great Knicks win. And listen, I gotta say this. I gotta say this for my hive, my Mark Jackson hive. The Mark Jackson hive. I'm sorry. We don't need a new coach. I'm sticking with Mike Miller. My man has a 4-game winning streak. Fizdale only have 4 wins on the season. Mike has a 4-game winning streak. He has a couple of winning streaks already. Leon, listen to me, dog. Listen to me, Leon. Don't touch the coach. Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave the coach alone. This is our guy. I feel like we have to make the playoffs just to make Mike safe. I really like the win. My downside is I feel like I want more time for the youth. The more we kind of stay in this playoff hunt, the less likely it is for some of these youth to get that playing time. But you know what? Hopefully they get that experience. Who knows? Who knows? Everything's up in the air right now. It's a law. I don't even want to talk about playoffs. I feel like it's still sacrilege to talk about playoffs. Talking about, we are out. We are what, 5 games, 6 games behind. It will take a major winning streak to even get there. But I don't know, man. I'm getting antsy, man. I'm getting antsy. I know you guys are getting antsy too. The schedule seems to ease up right now. We have a lot of winnable games. I think we have 3 more winnable games coming up. And after the season, after the All-Star break, I feel like the schedule is going to soften up a little bit. So, stay tuned. Stay tuned for some more win streaks. Who knows? Who knows what can happen? Who knows? So, all right, let you guys know 4 games in a row. Shout out to everybody's listening right now. The phone lines are open. I'll be taking phones in a second. I'm going to just shout out everybody here. Shout out to my cousin Winston Ellis is in the chat. Shout out to you. Shout out to John Talento. Shout out to Chase-san Chicken. Yeah, that's me. Salute to you. Yes. Thank you. I am holding it down for my guy CP who's not here. Shout out John Talento for sure. Craig Williams. Shout out to Ibra Nuggy Fresh. Shout out to you. Shout out to my guy Fritz Alexander, who edits for the KOT show. Shout out to you as well. Shout out to everybody who was here early. Shout out to William Lawson 25, Antoine Boyce, Jaquin Torres. Shout out to you guys as well. Let me head over to the KnicksFanTV chat to shout you guys out as well. I'm holding it down for you. Shout out to you, Joe Collins. I see you above the rim. BK201712. I see you. Heavy Reese. I see you. Shout out to Gregory W. I see you. That's right. Let's go 4 straight, man. Shout out to you too, Night 3. That's right, Jay Ellis holding it down. CP need a break sometime, so I'm gonna take over from guy CP. We're gonna celebrate this win. We don't have the music today though, but I can say we are the New York Knicks. Yeah, man. Fizdale was the problem. Phone lines are open. I'm gonna take the first call. Matt from Sarasota wants to talk about Randall and Mitch. Shout out to you. You are live on the air. Matt, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? What a win.
Yeah, man.
What a comeback win.
Randall
with that bully ball at the end. I love the way he took out Thon Maker there at the end. I feel like he just needs to stop shooting threes. He doesn't have it. He goes to the rim. He goes downhill. Randall is damn near unstoppable when he's driving to the basket.
Absolutely. That's why
that left hand is unusual. I've never seen a guy with a left hand like him just go down. And he's so tough around the basket. Mitchell Robinson, what did he have? 4 or 5 blocks tonight. I mean, he was just, that was the old Mitch from earlier in the season. He was awesome.
Yeah,
absolutely. What a blocks.
Absolutely, man. Didn't just really score much, but defensively was good.
And, I agree with you. I think, Wayne Ellington, I don't know if he's just trying to raise his stock to get traded to a good team, but I kind of hope we hold on to him because he's waking up. I mean, he's hitting his threes. He's making plays defensively. Obviously, you're aware that Isaiah Thomas is now could be picked up. I'm looking at that, eyes wide open. I'm thinking, gee,
really?
Maybe we dump Frank Ntilikina, dump Frank, and pick up Isaiah. Isaiah's averaging over 12 points a game, and he's played 40 games this year. I know he had the surgery. But we're talking about a guy that averaged 29 points a game just a couple years ago for a winning team. There's too much upside. I don't think he's done.
I don't doubt that. Here's the thing with that, man. First of all, Isaiah Thomas, people who would get bought out in that free market, man, they usually go to teams that are kind of closer to making the playoffs. So for him to leave to get cut and then to come to the Knicks is highly unlikely. First of all, to dump Frank for Isaiah Thomas is kind of weird. Like, that's not going to happen. We have to kind of see this guy through, or at least bare minimum make a move on him and get a pick if we're not going to keep him. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. I mean, I understand the love for Isaiah, but this doesn't make sense, man.
All right, well, I'll say this, and I know you got a lot of calls and a lot of stuff to take, but we stay with the playoff push. look at Orlando. They suck. They are struggling mightily. We are winning. This is the right coach. I believe in Mike Miller.
Me too.
And I don't think Leon Rose or Worldwide West, they should come in here and change the thing. Let the vets keep playing, man. I mean, these guys mix in, get the youth in there, get them some experience. But when it's crunch time, you've got to have your vets out there. We're too close to the playoffs. We're only 5 games out. I mean, we've already eclipsed what we won last year. And I felt like we got some more winnable games. We beat the Pacers once already. We could make it 3 more wins. We could take 3 more.
All right, cool.
That's what I want to say.
All right, cool. Appreciate the call for you, man. Appreciate the call, yeah. Yeah, man. Playoffs might be. I still don't want to even go there, man. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go the playoff route. But it's definitely possible. I just don't want to get my hopes up. I've been hurt before. I don't want to get hurt again. So I'm not gonna get my hopes up, man. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. But next on the line, Mr. Man himself from Cleveland. Ron.
Man. Taylor.
Yeah.
Man, where's CP at?
Yeah, he on vacation, bro. I got it.
Hey, he on vacation, man. I'm glad you filling in. You soldiering in, man. Yeah, you doing your thing, man. Hey, good breakdown of the game. Me and your thinking is pretty much on line with each other, man. This game, I'm telling you, first off, I got to give the game ball to the team, to the whole team, man, because it's looking like our Knickerbockers finally learning how to win close games.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm seeing that first off. Another game ball, Julius Randle tonight. It would have been easy for him to really go in the shell tonight because he didn't play good early on.
Nope.
He kept with it. He didn't try to do too much. He really, those last few possessions, man, he arguably won the game. Those rebounds and playing hard, that's what I love to see. Yeah, and I got to give Knox a little honorable mention. That block shot, that was huge. Even though them guys scored. Yeah, I'm like you, man. The youth. Hey, as long as we win in games and we close and got a chance for that P word, man. Them youth ain't gonna be getting a bunch of playing time like that. And so far as coaching wise, like I said a few nights ago, man, I think Miller's a great coach. I think he's a good coach. The problem is when you bring in, and you know this, J. Ellis, when you bring in a new front office, man, they tend to bring in the guy they want.
Yep.
And like I told Dave when we were talking before I got on, man, me and Dave was talking, and I told him, I said, now, could you imagine Miller coaching these guys if he had like all-star level players, man?
What?
How our record would be.
What?
How would our record be? And really, just think, even with these guys, just think about if he would have been coaching the whole season, man. We would have easily had 8 more wins with him. We would have had 8 more wins. You know, it's clearly showing that Fizdale was the problem, as we all who watch the Knicks knows. Fizdale is the problem. He's the problem. Mitchell Robinson in the offseason, he's got to get an offensive game, J. Ellis, man.
He does.
It's really sickening to watch his game on the offensive side, man. If he's not catching a lob, and his hands, he need one of those. You know those little exercise machines you can do with your hand to strengthen your hands, man.
Yeah.
His hands are soft as 90 fish water, man.
No, for sure.
His hands are soft. So, but overall, man, hey, we got 4 in a row. I think tomorrow we're gonna beat Atlanta. We're gonna push this thing to 5. And right now, I don't know if you saw the standings. I think they say we 4.5 games out, man. So it ain't far-fetched. We can't start saying the P word. We can start saying playoffs.
I don't want to say it,
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I'm not, man. I'm not.
Hey, you gotta say it, man. Hey, J. Ellis, think about it though. The way our boys playing, they playing like they're trying to get there.
They are though, man.
Ever since that fight, ever since that mini brawl, that little push with Alfred Payton, man, and I'm telling you, that's another thing I wanted to touch on. Alfred Payton keep playing like this for the rest of the season. I don't know about getting no point guard, man. I'm gonna just be real. We might have to just go for best available player.
I mean,
it don't have to be no point guard. This dude playing like this.
That could be.
You don't have to go get no point guard. And I challenge anybody who want to say we got to get a point guard. If this dude continue to produce like this, because the one thing about him, he really don't want to score. He want to pass the ball. So
he's a point guard.
We need scores. We still need scores. We need scores. That's what we need. So with that, man, hey, I appreciate you, man, running this thing down tonight, man. Knicks family, you heard me. We rolling. Let's keep this thing going. You heard me? Right. Man. Yeah. I'm out.
Shout out to my guy. Shout out to Ron, man. Good call from you, Ron. Yeah, yo, can y'all imagine post game live show in the spring, in like May? Can y'all imagine that, man? I don't even want to think about that. I don't even want to think about that. But I also want to give the game ball to Elfrid Payton too, because in those closing moments, definitely give the game ball to Julius Randle for making some certain moves. But also you got to give Randle credit for not doing too much in the important moments, because a lot of those he stuck to his strengths. Elfrid Payton set him up for some easy buckets on the drive to win these games for us, man. So shout out to Julius Randle for hitting those shots when he needed to, and thank you Elfrid Payton for being a point guard for real. Set up the offense in the clutch moments instead of having Mook really just directing the offense right now. Everything is going through Payton. Everything is really kind of going through Payton. We just kind of just moving the offense along, and we're getting the right shots. That's the adjustment we made. And shout out, man. I don't know where we are without Payton right now, man. He's doing great for us, man. He's doing great. Next caller, Lambo from Long Island, wants to talk about the win and the young guys. You are up, Lambo.
Yo, what's good, champ?
What's good, man?
I'm chilling. How are you?
I'm good, man. 4 in a row, man. I'm happy, dog. 4 in a row. How can you be mad?
Yeah, man. It feels good to win.
Definitely feels good to win, man. What's your points, man?
I think though about the minutes, I ain't gonna lie, I like Miller a lot, and I feel like the rotations is not too bad. I think right now the players are learning and their spirits are getting boosted with morale. I really think that we're on the best trajectory possible. Now with Miller, like I feel like the team is literally learning how to play with chemistry. So I think that as long as they're practicing a lot, even if they're not getting in the game, I think the most important part for these young players is to take it on their own accountability to be practicing outside of the game. So when they do get in, it's not like they out of beat and they staying in tune with the game. And it looked like that's what they're doing. Even though they're missing shots and shit, they're still, it's my fault. Okay. Even though they're missing shots, I still feel like they're in the game. And that's the reason why we're pulling off these wins. Like everybody's putting their best foot forward and trying to become a better teammate. And I really feel like that's helping us.
Yeah, absolutely. The ball movement is there. And the thing about the rotation is, I do want some of the young players to get more minutes, but we're winning games, so I'm not going to complain too much. But it just seems like everybody knows their role now, and I think that's the biggest thing that's happening right now. Like everybody knows Payton gets the ball. Everybody knows Julius Randle is going to get those little dive-in shots. Everybody knows now. It seems like Frank is kind of the secondary point guard on the break kind of stuff. DSJ is the first guard off the bench. Everybody seems to have their role and know it. And Miller.
We're looking like a team now.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking like a team.
The last thing I want to say in the closing, I know you're not gonna agree with me, bro, but
it's fine.
Everybody makes mistakes, and he did build up that core in Golden State. I got to say, pound Mark Jackson high, man. All right, later, brother.
All right, man. Shout out to you, man. Yo, let me know. Okay, me actually chat, because I've been a regular guy, but maybe let me know, who do you want? Do you want to stay with Mike Miller or you want to go with Mark Jackson? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat what you think. Stay with Mike Miller or go for Mark Jackson? Because we all know Leon Rose is coming here. He has ties to Jeff Van Gundy, Mark Jackson, Tom Thibodeau. Calipari already kind of announced that he's not going to do anything. He's not doing it. He's not coming. I see Miller. Kenny Smith, okay. I got one Becky. All right, the chat is overwhelmingly. CP's chat overwhelmingly going for Miller. Chase Checkin says JLS EP new nickname is Playoff Peyton. That's funny. My chat's going with Miller. Stay with Miller. I see Jeff Van Gundy. All right, my chat's mixed. My chat is mixed. CP's chat is all Miller. But I think most people are going for Miller right now. At least the people in these chats right here. I don't know in Twitter land or Instagram. I don't know where, but it seems like most people are going for Miller. Next caller, the phone lines are open. If you want to call, the phone lines are open. 657-383-1509. Next caller is Malachi from Jersey City. He wants to talk about the win in Randall. Shout out to you, Malachi. You are live.
Actually, it's Malachi.
Oh, Malachi, my God. Malachi, my bad.
Yeah. Like I said, no problem. And I just wanted to really, give this team, big ups, man, because the team chemistry is great. And Randall really showed what he could be in those last few minutes of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. He showed what type of player that, because I don't think he's there yet. I think he could probably be there by next year. He could really evolve into hopefully like a all-star, basically. But he's pretty good now, but he's not that all-star player right now at the moment.
Right.
But I think he can get there, I really do. And also, I want to give props to Ellington because he showed up major.
Oh yeah. And he's confusing me because there were rumors that he was a buyout candidate. All of a sudden, he's shooting the lights out, and like, yo, you trying to audition for another team, my guy? Like, why are you doing this now? Like, we needed you all first half of the season, but
pretty much it's something you just like scratch your head about. But then again, you got to think about it. He wasn't really getting no playing time.
Yeah, he had chances. He had some chances.
Yeah, that's true.
He had some chances and he fell out of rotation a few times. To me.
Anyway. Yeah, that's true. But I think he made his way back now, basically, because he's definitely going to be. I don't know how major he's going to be, but he's going to have a hand or two, in the rotation somewhere.
Absolutely.
And far as like with the young guys, they just got to wait.
Oh yeah. They definitely gotta wait.
They just gotta wait. I hate to say it, they gotta wait because none of them can shoot. That's the problem. If they could shoot the ball, they would probably be in the game.
You know what it is? You know what I'm hoping
for? Just that simple.
You know what I'm hoping for? Best case scenario. I'm hoping that the young guys grow as the team grows. You know what I mean? Like sometimes winning.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Sometimes winning gives you.
I can agree with that.
Right. It gives you that battery, like, yeah, we bad. I can take this. Like, I'm hoping the young guys start to feel good and feel a part of the team, and then maybe they can start to take slightly, baby steps into bigger roles. That's my hope. Yeah,
that's true. But one person I could probably see doing that is actually two is Barrett and Frank.
Yeah. Definitely.
I can see those two doing it. Like Mitch, I don't know what's going on. He need a shot, man, because alley-oops ain't going to, you can't keep throwing him alley-oops every game. He got to know how to score on his own.
Yeah.
Everything with him is an alley-oop, and it's just like it gets ridiculous after a while.
Yeah, man, he has to get comfortable. He came on Instagram. He's talking about he's going to take some shots, and he's never actually taken the shots he said he's going to take. So I'm hoping he just sparks up the nerve, man. Let him fly, dog. Let him go. We win.
Oh man, because it's just like every time I see him up there, he never just takes the ball to the blocks, do a fake out, a jump or something in the paint, an inside move in the paint or something, a finger roll or anything, a layup or nothing. Everything is a dunk.
Yeah, you're right.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool to cheer it, but you don't want that to be every point you make is a dunk.
No, absolutely right.
Hopefully, come on, man. It don't really make no freaking sense. But I think he has potential because he definitely one thing I can say he definitely does bring an impact to the game. He definitely does that. Definitely.
Definitely. And
he definitely impacts the game. He definitely does. And I see that's what Mike Miller doing. It's like from my vision of him, he's just bringing in all impact players. If you don't bring an impact to the game, he's not putting you in the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically,
at least it gives you that impact on the defensive end. So at least he gives you that, man. Anything else,
indeed,
Malachi?
yes, sir.
Any more points, Malachi? You good?
No, sir, we good. I don't want to talk up too much of the time, basically. You know what I mean? I'm just going to get back and listen to the show.
All right, man. Yo, shout out to you, man. Thanks for calling in, man.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. Yo, this is the post-game live show. Number one fan for the fans, for the fans. If you are a diehard Knicks fan, this is the place for you. We give you that live Knicks talk after every game. Plus, we give you that Knicks news, plus interviews, and all that in between. So definitely subscribe to both chats, the Knick of Time Show and KnicksFanTV to keep up with all Knicks news. And you know what, too? If you're new to the chat, if you're new to the post-game live family, give me a hashtag new. Maybe I'll shout you out, see what it is. Hashtag new if you're new in the chat. Me shout you guys out. Anybody new in the chat before I get to the next call? I see people are hyped in the chat for the playoffs, man. We 4.5 games out. I think the Knicks have 13 wins to the Nets 12. Kyrie Irving looking shaky. Orlando looking shaky. Shout out to Ronald Daniels, hashtag new. Shout out to Joey Donuts, hashtag new. Jason Whitfield, hashtag new. I see you. BE Proud Tees, hashtag new. Eric G, hashtag new. Jason Whitfield, hashtag new. Reggie Jones, hashtag new. I see you. Playoff talk is getting scary, man. Playoff talk is getting scary. Shout out to you, man. Turn my mic up. Is my mic not up? Hold on. I thought I turned my mic. I did turn my mic up. Let's see. Last time I didn't want to have feedback. Now they say my mic. How's my mic right now? My mic good? It's up. Any feedback? Any echoing? How's that going? Better? Bet. All right. Cool. Next caller. Yo, we gonna talk to Dan from Long Island. He wants to talk about the rotation. Shout out to you, Dan from Long Island. You are up, sir.
What's good, JLs?
What up, man?
Listen, it's kind of funny. First of all, who would have ever thought? Maybe because it's Saturday night and maybe people have been watching with a cocktail in their hand. Everybody getting hyped for the playoffs. But,
Yo, that's what it takes,
I don't know.
3 wins, 3-4 game winning streak.
I don't know,
man.
And listen, and you know what, JLs? I've been checking the schedule going forward, and I'm like, except for those Rockets and those Sixers, man, we could do something here. I'm getting excited like everybody else. But
yo, hold on, before you keep going. I know definitely the Rockets, the Sixers, man. The Sixers are something else, man.
No, it's winnable, but I'm not counting that in the win category. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But it's definitely winnable. It's definitely winnable.
I feel you.
But listen, here's the thing, real quick, regarding the rotation, and on Twitter, everybody's getting crazy about these guys' ages and who's playing and who's not. Now, I'm assuming Doc didn't play tonight because he's probably just getting over his illness, right? Because that's what I'm just guessing. But here's the thing, and I'm not knocking. Listen, I want to see Tria play. I agree we haven't seen ISO. But we want to see Tria play. He's 24. But we don't want to see Peyton play, who's 25. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got Mo Hawk was only he's only 26 years old. I know he's at the end of a contract. My point is, a lot of times, time in the league, doesn't mean that a kid is done developing, right? Just because EP's been around longer, I'm not saying he's a starter in the future. But I'll tell you one thing, would he be a bad kid to have playing 16, 17 minutes a game for you coming off the bench? You can't win with him. I think you can. So, I'm glad to see is that Mike Miller appears to be giving minutes to the guys who are working for it. And look, Knox got 18 minutes tonight or 17, whatever it was. Would I like it to see closer to 25? Yeah, sure, but he's got to earn those.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and the same thing goes with Mitch. You know, Mitch taking 2 crazy fouls in the first half, right? He doesn't get no minutes. That's not Miller's fault, you know? So when people cry about his minutes, right? And then the third foul he took, what was that about? It was just he's taking these dumb reach-ins in the middle of the court. So, you know, again, you can't look at the box score. If you're not watching the games, you don't know. But if you just look at the box score, the fact that Mitch didn't play 30 minutes tonight, that's because of his foul trouble. It's not because Mike Miller doesn't want him playing. And here's the other thing I want to point out. Do you think, really a question for you, Jails, do you think part of the reason we're playing better too is that we haven't had as many games in the last couple of weeks, and maybe Miller's getting a chance to actually put some stuff in during practice? Because it seems like it just seems like they look better. Not just hit, they just look
sharper,
more cohesive. You know, yeah. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. It's a possibility, man, because you know what? You hear in the NBA, these NBA games, they don't have a lot of time to practice like you really think, especially like you said when they have 3 or 4 games in a row. So it's very possible that with more games, I mean less games, there's just more practice time, and people are a little bit sharper and they know where to be. And those out of timeout plays are run even more crisper. So you're absolutely right, man. That could be it. I'm with it.
Yeah, it just seems like it looks like the defensive rotations look sharper, and it looks like, I mean, Knox got, Knox tonight, I think he only got lost on 4 or 5 plays today as opposed to getting lost on 20 plays a night. So like even Knox, looked like he had a little bit more spatial awareness of where to be on the floor, where the switches were going to come. He gets lost. I know he's young, but even he looks like he's improving as far as like situational play and where these guys, But anyway, listen, tomorrow, I saw these guys running around. I saw you have in your on the YouTube. These guys were all giving Ellington the big water bath after the game and cheering. I want these guys to get to bed and get down to Atlanta and get to sleep. Right? Is that game in Atlanta tomorrow?
The game is the game in Atlanta. Yo, how's the mic? How's the mic, chat? I'm messing with the audio levels to make sure everybody can hear him and my mic. Is that good? I'm not sure if the game is in Atlanta.
Well, wherever it is, I want them to get there, get to bed, because I'm telling you, that's another game we can pick up. And I do think it's important. The last thing I want to say is, I don't know who the coach will be next year. I don't think it's going to be Miller, although I would like it to be Miller, but it can't be Mark Jackson, man.
Nah, it can't. It can't.
And I'm a St. John's fan. I like him, but I'm not excited about Thibodeau. But the names I'm hearing, at least with Thibodeau, man, they're going to defend. So anyway, listen, thanks for taking the call, JL, man. Great show. You're doing a great job, man. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. Take care.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I'm not really excited about anybody on that list as well. The only one I'm actually really excited about on that coaching list that Leon Rose might know is Jeff Van Gundy. That's really the only guy I probably would be excited about. Tom Thibodeau, I would tolerate, but we know his reputation. He's a good defensive coach, but he also has the tendency to run players into the ground. And I just thinking poor RJ, who already went through that with Fizdale. I don't want him running RJ into the ground. We need him to be young for as long as possible. You know what I mean? So definitely don't need that at all. Next caller is Louis from Stanford. It says Knicks at Atlanta. So I think we are actually in Atlanta tomorrow. That game starts tomorrow at 6 o'clock. It'll be the new look Atlanta Hawks with Trae Young and Clint Capella from the Houston Rockets. Very winnable game. There should be a different team with Clint Capella. It should be a little bit different. I expect some a little bit harder defense. I expect some difficulty on the pick and roll with the lobs, but I think we should be all right. This is a game I want Mitch to play a lot more. I feel like Taj might get kind of ruined here, at least on the defensive end, but maybe in the offensive end, we can kind of pull him out and shoot some jumpers around overhead. But next caller is Louis from Stanford. He wants to talk about Coach Miller's in-game adjustments. Shout out to Louis. Yup, you on the air, man.
What's up, JLS? What's going on?
What up, bro? What's going on, King? I see you. How you doing, bro?
four in a row, man. I'm out of my mind right now. But with this team, but I tell you, to echo what the last caller was just saying. In the beginning of the season, when you saw David Fizdale and some of last season, you see David Fizdale, he let the players freestyle. He never really had a plan. You see this guy calling timeouts at the right time, making good substitutions, taking people out when he needs to yank them. I mean, we got rid of a lot of assistant coaches, over the years that have been good. Look, Thibodeau was an assistant. Jeff Van Gundy, we had him, and we made him the coach after Riley. The guy from the Denver Nuggets, I think he was an assistant coach for the Knicks as well. I mean, we let go a lot of these smart, talented guys that just live in the office. And Mike Miller definitely looks like Jeff Van Gundy again.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a Knicks fan for a long time. I just like his style. I think the players are responding to him. And all the stuff about letting the young players play. Yeah, that was cool last year when we had no shot. This year it looks like, there's a slight shot. I'm not going to go crazy like everybody's going crazy over the playoffs or whatever. But there's so when there's a chance to get there, you have to play your best players on the floor. Mix in, sprinkle in the young guys, get them some experience, but he knows how to yank them out before they could lose the game for them. And that's why we should keep Miller. All these other guys like Calipari and Thibodeau. Thibodeau doesn't have a real solid, fluid offense. I don't know. To me, I see a lot of good things in Miller. And if we lose him and he becomes a winning coach somewhere else, like some of these other guys, I'm gonna go crazy.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I agree with you, man. I'll go crazy if he becomes a winning coach somewhere else. But I definitely think we have to keep him. He's definitely one of those guys where it's just like, reminiscent of Jeff Van Gundy. Somebody kind of takes over in the middle of the season. No one's really looking at him like that, and then takes the season by storm, man. So I'm with you, man. I'm definitely with you. Keep Mike Miller for real.
A good combination for him too is a triple double machine like Elfrid Payton. He's a dog, man. But he can take control of the team. And I don't know if having, I'm not to knock Mook, but having a lot of personalities where Elfrid Payton didn't feel like he could kind of lead this team. But Elfrid is that type of dude that can. I'm not saying he's Jason Kidd, but he's a poor man Jason Kidd in a way where he can do a lot of different things to get everybody involved.
No, you're absolutely right.
And that's what he does.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
So the coach has to have an extension. Yeah, the coach has an extension through his players. R.J. Barrett's a bit like that too. So we got Payton and Barrett kind of running things once Barrett gets a little healthier from the ankle injury or whatever. But I'm just saying I like what I'm seeing, and I just hope these agent guys that are taking over like Leon Rose and them, I just don't want them to ruin this season. Let the season play out. If this guy wins 35 games and does, maybe we miss the playoffs. What coach is going to get us to the playoffs next year with this same squad, other than Mike Miller, who has continuity with them?
Absolutely.
I don't know, but I just hope Leon Rose comes in with okay, this ain't going to happen overnight. So let the guy have his term, and don't tell him to start playing rookies and all that, because we did that last year, and where did it get us? I mean, we didn't even punch a good draft ticket. I mean, what we got, the third pick? We should have been at least the second or the first.
Yeah,
I mean, it's ridiculous.
That's luck of the draw, though. That's the luck of the draw. You never really know at that point. But I agree with you. I definitely agree with you on all those fronts right now. And it's crazy because I'm not saying that we had the perfect team, but it's all right, man. Say we miss, hypothetically speaking, say we miss the playoffs. We're most likely going to miss playoffs. All right, I'm gonna put that out there. We're most likely gonna miss the playoffs. Maybe a miracle happens and we start winning. But say we miss it, and we miss it by a few games, you really start to look at this team and go, well, maybe we should keep do you think maybe we should keep a lot of these players and add 1 or 2 or 3 to see if we get over the hump? Maybe then free agents start looking at us. I don't know. It changes the narrative, man.
I think so, but you keep the guys that are very productive. I mean, obviously you got to keep your young players, right? But like guys like Elfrid Payton who don't cost that much. I mean, he's got an option for like $8 million, I think, next year. I mean, that's not bad for a triple double that can possibly happen every other week.
Easy
but
decision.
But like a guy like that, I'm not big on Portis. Randall's got a nice sized contract, which is kind of hard to move. But Randall, let me tell you something. I've been impressed with Randall's. Tonight he didn't have such a great game, but his touch, his depth at the rim is incredible. And with his body type, that's brolic. He's like a brolic guy, but he gets in there and he kind of hangs and flips it up and it goes in. I actually. The problem with Randall is defense, obviously. So we get some defensive players and we keep some of these offensive guys in the blend.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
You're right.
I don't think we're gonna have Ellington or Bullock because I think playoff teams are gonna pry them from us if over the summer. I could see them going to guys like that, but we got to keep like Elfrid and give Julius Randle a shot. Leave him in there.
I can definitely see us keeping Bullock just because, like, we really don't have to move him. He's a very, very, like, I think he's only costing us, $2 million or $4 million a year just because of that neck injury thing that he had earlier. And we have I believe we have a team option over him as well. So I don't really see us really moving him unless a deal comes along where there's like, yo, you get this star disgruntled player and we need Ellington. I mean, we need Bullock back, and then you're like, all right, cool, we'll take Bullock. But yeah, he's such a good value piece. I don't see us just moving him to move him.
And he's playing defense as well, so you're getting two sides of it with Bullock as well. So he's not like just a 3-point shooter,
Yeah, no, exactly, absolutely. I'm with it. All right, that's it.
But yeah.
All right, man. Shout. Appreciate the call.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks, Jay Ellis. You got it, man. You keep it going, man. You guys got a great show.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man.
All right. Be easy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody watching. It's a post-game live show. Got the sound together, man. Got the formula together. We getting there. Salute to everybody watching. Knicks win 4 in a row. 4 in a row. Can you believe it? 4 in a row. We only won 4 games under Fizdale. But now we're in 4 in a row. Nuts. In other news, though, according to Ian Billy, someone else to keep. Leon Rose. We all know Leon Rose is going to be the coach. I mean, going to be most likely be the GM, president, ever since Steve Mills is fired. New rumor. Rod Strickland, NYC point guard, could possibly have a role with the New York Knicks next season. How do you guys feel about that? I don't know, man. It could possibly be WWW, World Wide West, with Rod Strickland. Nice, good PR move, if you ask me, man. It's a good PR move. I don't know in what capacity you'd be working with us. It would be cool if you actually work with some of the guards we have. With the DSJ, with the Peyton. It'd be good to see if you can work with those guys. Get them right. But I don't know. A lot of these things are just rumors right now. We really don't know what's going to happen. Everything is speculation. But if this happens, it's not a bad move, man. I can see it happen because, Steve Stout came in here talking about he wants to rebrand the Knicks. And this is one of those rebranding things where, people really have complained that they wanted more Knicks former players in the front office, just working around with the team in general. You kind of had that with Larry Johnson and John Starks and Al Houston. Another one with Rod Strickland wouldn't be bad. So I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. Phone lines are still open. Phone lines are still open if you want to talk the rest of the game. If not, we're about to call this out. Shut this down. But this is the #1 post-game live show for the fans and by the fans. This is for the diehard Knicks fan. Shout out to everybody watching. Salute to everyone in the chat. Yo, in the chat, chat, send me your locations. Let me know where you from. Everybody watching in the chat, where are you from? Shout out your location. Brooklyn, Queens, Puerto Rico. Where you from in the chat? Where you from in the chat? We got Portugal. All right, national. Portugal, Rodrigo, I see you from Portugal. My guy, they call me Tack from Oakland. Salute, salute, salute. We got Norway. Hey, Istanbul. Chatting with fast. Australia, I see you from Australia. Ricardo from Queens. Shout out to Queens, New York, holding it down. Joe Collins from Toronto. Joe Collins, was you watching RJ when he's balling in Toronto earlier? Was you on him early? I see Denver. Post-game live show is international. Kirk Williams from Jersey. Shout out to you, my guy Craig. Will from LI. Shout out to you, man. Catching the tail end of the show. Chad. Shout out to Chad James from Atlanta via Far Walkway. My New York fam. North Korea? He ain't from no North Korea. Every week somebody says North Korea. There's no way you from North Korea. Shout out to Christoph. You almost seem like Christoph. I ain't want to say your name out loud. From Albuquerque, New Mexico. Shout out to you. Shout out to JB900 from upstate New York. RUD from Brooklyn. I see you. Shout out to Joe Collins from Canada. All right. You know what? Soviet you. Y'all killing me, man. Y'all killing me. Boogie down. All right, man. I see you guys. All right, you know what? That was our show. I'm going to shut it down. Have y'all enjoy y'all Saturday night. Hope you enjoyed our Knicks talk. This is your boy Jay Ellis holding it down for CP. Shout out to everybody in chat. Winston Ellis, John Talento, Chasing Chicken. Your name is Chasing Chicken. Do you chase chickens for real? Chad James, Hayton Nate, Rodrigo Pinto, Sosa. Shout out to you, Hitting Murphy. Agent Super Argo, shout out to you as well. Shout out to JB, shout out to Rob. Shout out to my CP in the chat. I see CP, thank you. Shout out to Samir, shout out to Omar. Shout out to Rico. Shout out to Eric L. Booker. Thank you, Daryl. Salute to everybody in the chat. I'm out of here, man. Enjoy this Knicks win. Get a drink. Grab your girl. Or just relax. Watch some more basketball. Definitely got to check out every post-game live show. The best show for the fans by the fans. Also, definitely got to check out the Nick of Time show as well. Should be having a big guest on the Nick of Time show. Next Nick of Time show, she having a big guest. Cross your fingers. I think my guy Tommy Beer might be on the next show. So definitely check out the Nick of Time show. Should be dropping on YouTube latest Wednesday. Trying to get it out on Tuesday though. Definitely trying. But definitely, if you love Jay Ellis, definitely check out the Nick of Time show with me and my friends. We talking Knicks, talking basketball. And definitely going to be talking everything that happened over this past week because he missed all the news. All right? Also, the merch, man. If you need to get some merch, still got the Maple Mamba merch. Still got the Mitch merch. We still got the Ninja P merch. Even though he might be out of here soon, that's cool. Definitely check out the merch. Shout out to the Sirens. Check out the merch at thenickoftimeshow.com to get your merch. Also, check out the blog at thenickoftimeshow.com. And that's it, man. Enjoy your Saturday. We out. Peace.